YouTube family, welcome to today's video and welcome back to my channel. So I'm not dumpster diving today just yet. Hold on, my husband's yelling for me. Sorry. Okay, anyway, we're in my dirty laundry room because I have a million loads of laundry to do. Yeah, so anyway, I worked all weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I worked both jobs Friday. Saturday and Sunday I was at the bar all day, all night. And now it's Monday and my house is a complete disaster. Like, it's bad. Just trust me on it. So I'm going to throw a couple loads of laundry in, and then I have to get a box ready for a subscriber, actually 2 boxes ready, which I don't even remember what the boxes are and what they wanted, so I need to go through that. I gotta send pictures to somebody else. Like, I am straight crazy busy. And I want to go dumpster diving tonight. So I'm going to try and get everything done. I want to clean my game room, clean my laundry room, catch up my laundry, make dinner, make a dessert, and bring you guys along while I'm doing it all. Yeah, and then tomorrow will hopefully be a dumpster diving video if I find stuff tonight. So I'm gonna get started on laundry and just take you through what I'm doing, you know, a Monday, and yeah, then we'll get to cooking. And what I'm cooking tonight, oh my goodness. So we're doing a grilled chicken breast, and then you take like panko breadcrumbs and sour cream and cheddar cheese. So it's like cheddar baked chicken. I don't really know what the name of it is, but I figured it'd be good. So I have 2 chicken breasts in the fridge I need to use up. I'm going to slice them in half because they're huge. Put the breadcrumbs, the sour cream, like you put the sour cream on first. I'll show you guys. You know what I mean. And then with it, I have my mashed potatoes I pulled out of the freezer, which I'm so glad I did that because I don't have to make mashed potatoes tonight. And I grabbed some zucchini from the grocery store because I love zucchini. Nobody else does, but I'll eat it. And what else am I going to make? I might do a loaf of bread, like quick Italian bread. And for dessert, we're going to make funnel cakes. So if you guys have never made funnel cakes, this will be an awesome video for you to learn because it's so simple. You will be shocked, and they taste just like you got at the fair, I promise. So come along with me, friends. Let's get this house in order and start some dinner and then dessert. Okay, so I don't know how long this laundry's been sitting in my washing machine, so we're going to give it the smell test. And it stinks. So we're going to wash it for a second. Who knows? Maybe this is the 3rd time I'm washing it. Lord, we're going to add some more in though, because it is, oh my God, like the laundry just isn't stopping. This is what happens when you're a working mom. Everything just explodes and nobody separates anything but me. So I went to the grocery store today, and let me just tell you, there was no meat, like barely any meat. Like, this meat shortage is no joke. And I went to Aldi's because I figured, well, you know, Aldi's usually has a pretty good selection. It's not as busy as Walmart and the other stores. They barely had anything. And then the ground beef, it's almost $6 a pound. Like, is it just me, or is that straight crazy? I mean, who has $6 to spend on a pound? I've just bought 2 pounds of ground beef to make hamburgers for lunch and spent $12 almost. Like, that is straight crazy to me. Alright, so let's throw all this in. And I'm going to do it the easy way and throw a pot in. Oh yeah, that's stinky laundry. Stanky, stanky. Now let's separate all this. I have all my candle stuff in here. So it's like, my floor is a disaster. I don't know if you can see. There you go. Husband's dirty work pants, just clothes, towels, blankets, you know, everything everywhere. I just need a bigger house at this point. Our storage unit is almost full, so that isn't any help. Alright, first thing I like to do, or you guys like me, do you like to separate everything into certain piles? Because I feel like if I'm not organized, even with dirty clothes, then I'm just like, I don't know, I feel like my whole life's a disaster. So the more that I can organize myself, the better I am. Just don't be looking in my dirty drawers. Alright. Oh yeah, this is a nice one. My child sat on her jelly toast. Can you see that? Yeah, that's lovely. I was like, oh my God, you're bleeding. I thought she was bleeding out her butt. No, she sat on her jelly toast. Yep, never a dull moment here, guys. Never, ever. Always something here. So how was everybody's weekends? Do tell, did you do anything fun? I worked, so that was exciting for me. I didn't make very much money, but it was just the first week we've been open, so hopefully, you know, that will improve as time goes on. But yeah, it was not the best. I think I made about $35 each day, $40 each day. So, oh, and my husband brought home his wool, W-O-O-L, can't say that word, work coat. Can I wash this, or does it need to be dry cleaned? Because I'm pretty sure you need to dry clean that, don't you? I don't know. Tell me down below. I've never washed wool before. So we got whites and towels separated. And then now I need to do darks. And husband's dirty work clothes go in a separate pile. Like, look at that. That's supposed to be yellow. Is that not straight file? They should offer their own laundry service. I don't want that in my laundry machine, you know what I mean? Gotta love when your husband brings home a washcloth and just balls it up and throws it right on the floor. It smells really nice in here, let me tell you. Sure does. Is everybody else's children like mine? I swear, I just bought them each a new outfit, or a bunch of new outfits from Children's Place, because I can't go to Goodwill, which is where I always buy their, you know, play clothes. Can't go to Goodwill because it's closed. So I bought them all these new clothes from Children's Place because they were having a good sale. I still spent a good amount of money, like $100. They're all stained already. Like, they just wore them for the first time, covered in stains. I just can't win, guys. I think this whole video is going to be me complaining to you. And then there's a stinky towel there. This towel over here, this blue one, that's the one I cleaned up the Alfredo sauce that I spilt. It's really stinky. So it's probably all stinky in here because of me, because of that, but that's okay. We'll blame it on the husband. Yeah, that is better. I feel better about my life. Let me tell you, it is hot as a mofo outside. What am I doing? Light. Okay. So here's what we're doing. I got caught up on my laundry while I got it started. I didn't get caught up on it. Let's not lie now, Shannon. My girls are down the street playing with the neighbor boy, their little friend, with squirt guns, and the mom is out there watching. We usually like take turns watching the kiddos. Sometimes he comes here, sometimes they go 2 houses down to his house. But hubby's outside doing yard work, so I just got the kitchen clean and swept the floor because this new kitchen floor, I love it, but every single crumb shows up on this floor. So I am literally sweeping it every day, every other day. Driving me nuts. But I got my bread maker out over here. I'm gonna make a loaf of bread with dinner. I'm gonna get my chicken out, and my mashed potatoes are out. Hopefully this chicken is still good. Let's give it the sniff test. Yeah, it's still good. Everything has to get the sniff test today. All right, so I'm gonna get ready for what we're gonna be making for dinner. So first things first, I'm gonna get my bread started. This is a very simple, easy bread making. Why is he always interrupting me? Forever interrupting me in the middle of my video. Anyway, the recipe that I have for my bread is super easy in the bread maker. I'm sure you could do it in the oven, but I've never tried this one in the oven. This is just one specifically for my bread maker. So if you have a bread maker and you'd like to make this, or even if you don't and you want to try it in the oven, then follow along and let's make some bread. First, let's find the recipe. That would be helpful, and I don't know where the heck I put it. Remember that closet that I just cleaned out? Yep, it's a disaster again. Oh, I'm dropping stuff everywhere. I really need to move all my recipes over into my recipe box. I just haven't had time. Ooh, I do want to make a blueberry bread too. I'm not going to do that today, but Can he interrupt me any more times today? Let's find out. All right. He's worse than the children. Sure is. All right. We're gonna make a small 1 pound loaf because it's not like homemade bread is so good, but my family won't eat it a day old. They're picky. So we're gonna just make a small 1 pound loaf, and for that we are gonna need a 1/4 cup of warm milk and 2/3 a cup of warm water to start. Let's get that going. All right, what did I say? 2/3 of a cup of warm water and a 1/4 cup of milk. I'm gonna pop this milk in the nuker for about 25 seconds to warm it up. Warm water, 2/3 of a cup. And then we'll need 1 teaspoon of yeast. So we're gonna put our water in our bread maker. All right, we need to get these mashed potatoes out because they are leaking all throughout my fridge. That's lovely. Oh my Lord. It's one of them days, guys. It really is just one of those days. Where the heck's my yeast? Oh my God. I almost just dropped a whole dozen eggs on the floor. Thank goodness I didn't. All right, get me away from that damn refrigerator. You're gonna need 2/3 of warm water in your bread maker, along with 1 teaspoon of yeast. This is a 1/2 teaspoon, so I need 2 of these, obviously. Then we're gonna add our sugar, which, oh, sorry, that light. Now we need sugar, which you need 5 teaspoons. 1 and 5. 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna use salted, but I don't think it really matters. I think you can use either or. Okay, 2 tablespoons of butter. 1 1/4 teaspoons of salt. Then we're gonna add our warmed milk. This is a 1/4 cup. And then we're gonna add our flour, which is 2 1/2 cups. This is one thing I like about this bread maker because you can just literally throw all your ingredients in and walk away. You don't gotta mess with nothing. All right, so there's 1 cup, 2 cups and 1/2. Now this is a, what did I say? A 1 pound loaf, which is a lot smaller than I normally make because I'm tired of wasting it. So on my bread maker, it says number 1, basic regular crust, 1 to 1 1/2 pounds. So I'm just gonna hit select for number 1 and start. And let's see, it's 3:30 now. This takes about 2 1/2 hours, give or take. So dinner will be ready right around 5:36, and then this will be ready right along with it. So that's awesome. We have my mashed potatoes that I defrosted that I had frozen. So all I'm gonna do is throw those in a bowl and just heat those up in the microwave. That's all I have to do with those. But I wanna get them out of this bag that they're in right here because it is leaking. So let's get that on out of there. Yep, they still smell perfectly good. And voila, mashed potatoes for later. So now we are going to start on this chicken. You want to preheat your oven to, is it 425 or 400? I think I'm just gonna preheat mine to 400. I think the other recipe I read said 425, but I want mine to cook a little bit slower. So we're just gonna take our chicken, and they're really thick breasts, and I don't want them to take forever to cook, and there's 4 of us, so everybody will get a piece of chicken. Here is my chicken breast. They are absolutely massive. So I'm just gonna take it and trim all the fat off, and then we are just going to slice it in half. Because these things are massive. I mean, that's still a huge piece of chicken. I hate touching raw chicken. It's so gross. So, voila. Chicken breasts are cut. Perfect. Wash my hands. Next thing I'm going to do, always got to give everything the smell test, you know? I just had to smell my sour cream. I ain't trying to give any of us food poisoning, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna preheat my oven to 400 degrees. Now this is gonna be ready before my bread's ready, and that's fine because I'm gonna probably just reheat this for everybody because hubby's outside doing stuff, the girls are playing. So I just wanna have dinner ready so I don't have to worry about it later and I can go dumpster diving. You know what I'm saying? You can spray your sheet or put wax paper on it, however you wanna do it. No, wax paper does not catch on fire in the oven. So I've put it in my oven many times and it's never caught on fire. So we're gonna season our chicken. Whatever seasonings you wanna use is fine. You know me, I use the same things. Salt, pepper, seasoned salt, or I don't use regular salt. Garlic salt, seasoned salt, garlic powder, whatever you want. Just season it good and season both sides. Then we are going to put it face down on the baking sheet, like with the side you just seasoned. Season that side now. Now, we are gonna take some sour cream and you are literally just gonna brush it on your chicken. If you guys don't like sour cream, do not worry. You're not gonna taste it, I promise. It will not taste like sour cream at all. So I'm just gonna scoop some and blop it on all the chicken. And then we're just gonna take our brush and brush it on, like so. This is just to get your breadcrumbs and your cheese to stick. Now we're gonna grab some breadcrumbs or crackers, whatever you have available you can use. You are going to, I'm gonna use panko because this makes the chicken nice and crunchy and I love that. We're gonna mix in breadcrumbs. I don't know how many, okay? I'm just throwing them in the dang bowl. Don't ask how many because I don't know. So I'm just gonna do like that much. Big old bowl, probably about a half a cup. Mild cheddar cheese or sharp cheddar or any kind of cheese, pepper jack, whatever kind of cheese you want. It's your preference. And I'm just gonna throw a handful in the breadcrumbs and then season that as well. Just going to pat this onto your chicken and then put it in a 400 degree oven for about 30 to 40 minutes. I'm not exactly sure. This is the first time I'm making this, but it looks really yummy. So I figure why not give it a whirl. Now we're just gonna blot it on to, if I can talk, our chicken. Cheese in this house, can you tell? So our chicken's done. I took it out and put it in the microwave. So there she is in her cheesy glory. I like my cheese burnt like that, so if you guys don't, then I suggest turning your oven down to like 350 or maybe even 325. But I personally like my cheese crispy like that on the top. So, and so does my family. So we like it that way, but if you don't, definitely turn your temp down. Ooh, skills, baby, skills. Too bad I dropped one on the floor. Dang. So I'm just gonna let these brown up, and then dinner is all ready to go. I just gotta heat up my mashed potato. Dinner is served. I'm trying to record a video over here. All right. So that is what we are having for dinner tonight. And as soon as we're done eating this, I'll bring you guys back and we're gonna make funnel cake. And our bread is done. Look at how yummy that looks. Okay, and there is our bread. Look at how perfect that turned out. All right guys, so now we are gonna start on our funnel cakes. And I am so super excited because it makes me feel like we're at the fair even though we're all stuck in our houses in quarantine and we're about over it. So, Now, here's what we got going on. I have in this pot right here, we have some vegetable oil, canola oil, whatever you got, just not olive oil. So we got our canola oil or vegetable oil, I forget what I used, heating up over here. In this bowl, we have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We are going to add in 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a full teaspoon of cinnamon, and we are gonna mix that around. And we're gonna add in a 1/4 cup of white granulated sugar. Stir that in. I will link a recipe down in the description box for you guys. Then we are going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla into 1.5 cups of milk. And into that milk, we are also going to add 2 large eggs. Then we're gonna whisk that together and pour it into the dry mixture. And I totally lied to you guys. I said I was gonna clean my kitchen up before I came back. I didn't, I sat on my butt. I ain't gonna lie, but you know what? It's okay because I've been on the go since 7:30 this morning, so after working all weekend. Now we're gonna add this to our flour mixture, and our oil is heating up. It should be about 350 degrees when you're ready. And then we're going to stir this all together. Mix it good enough so all the big lumps are out. You can use mixers if you want. Alright, so it should be thick enough that it's, when you go like this, it sits on the top just for a second like that. It doesn't sink straight to the bottom. Now, we are going to pour that into our measuring cup, back in there, just because it makes it a little easier. And then you're just going to swirl this around. Yep, it's hot. So just a continuous circle. Like so. Pretty cool. See how it all comes together? Awesome sauce. So we're gonna let this cook about 1 to 2 minutes on each side, and then you need to get something to flip it, like a spatula or whatever you have. A slotted spoon would be the best for sure. Or a slotted spatula with holes, you know. The first one always turns out the worst, so they'll get better. And then just get a plate with some paper towels ready so that you can put the finished ones on the paper towels so you can drain all the excess oil off, because you don't want that obviously on your funnel cake. You can do it with a squirt bottle, it'll work much better, but I don't have one, so this works just as good. And then when you see it starting to turn a golden brown color, you can take it out, let it sit on the paper towel for a minute to drain, and then sprinkle it with powdered sugar and serve it with strawberries on the side. Or whatever kind of fruit you would like. Might need to turn the oil up just a little. Oh my god, it smells like Kennywood. And for all my Pittsburgh people, Kennywood, you know what Kennywood is, but obviously people that aren't from Pittsburgh do not know, and that is our local amusement park down in the city, and it's been here for years and years. So let's see if we can do another one, and let's see if we can do this one better. There we go. That one turned out much better. And obviously this is gonna make a ton because I only used a little bit so far. And look at that. it's already made one this big. So now we're just gonna get some powdered sugar out. And voila. Awesome funnel cakes for dessert. So that is it for today's videos. I will show you a finished product with how I set it up with the strawberries. You can even serve ice cream on the side, however you want to do it. It's all up to you and your preferences. So that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in this Dumpster Divers kitchen. I truly appreciate every last one of you guys. And I, of course, will talk to you all in those comments down below. And as always, happy baking, cooking, and diving. Bye, guys. Alright, and here is the finished product of the funnel cake. And let's not forget the bread. Oh my goodness, don't mind my dirty dishes. This turned out really, really, really good. And I'm happy it's not too huge because we can finish that in a day for sure. So that is now it, guys. Thank you so much, and don't forget to email me if you try any of my recipes out today. Bye!